Bat Force Radio.
Bat Force Radio is rated M for mature, or should that be immature?
Hey guys, Dustin Wynn.
Hey, this is Scott Snyder.
This is Paul Dini.
And you're listening to Bat Force Radio.
And you're listening to Bat Force Radio.
You're listening to Bat Force Radio.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and you're listening to Bat Force Radio, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to Bat Force Radio, our 2020 Christmas party, Hanukkah extravaganza, and year in review. Tonight, we've got a packed house. Bat Force Tom is here.
Cheers.
Grandpa Batman.
I want to air my grievances.
You'll get your chance. The Grumpler. Stop laughing, Grumpler.
Yo.
We got Dunk.
What up?
Trunkler.
What's going on?
Teasus.
Believe us.
Did I already do Bat Force Tom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then we got Bat Force Times.
Holy shit, it's like the 1996 All-Star roster when they keep going.
It's crazy in here. And I'm Robin Cross. And yeah, just to warn everyone, most of the guys are already pretty fucking hammered. But we're going to do this anyway.
Are we though, or is it just me?
We're going to go with you for now.
I think it's just you.
Gramp sounds
Robin,
like he's pretty well on his way.
I'm on my way.
Well, it's because he has a new puppy, so he's just going to sound like that.
I'm a lightweight right now. It's been, with the COVID stuff, it's been a long time since I've actually had a drink in my hand, but yeah, I'm on my way.
True.
Feels great.
True. So we should just get right into it. And we were discussing off air a little list. We want to talk about, obviously it's a 2020 wrap-up. Who the fuck has a ringtone going off right now?
Wow.
Oh, it's Santa. Where is Santa here?
I hope your kid doesn't hear you.
It's kind of funny. I was trying to think about it, and I know this is fitting for the season. My son is almost 4 years old, so I was like, all right, he knows shit now. This is probably the good time. Like, I have to make a decision. Do I raise him with the understanding of the baby Jesus and instill it in him, or do I turn him to Beelzebub? And I realized I should probably give him the choice. So I'm going to give him Jesus, the baby Jesus, right off the bat, and let him choose if eventually he wants to switch over to Beelzebub. So the little baby Robbie has learned about the baby Jesus, and he is excited to know that baby Jesus' birthday means everyone gets presents. So it's a good time of year for everyone, I would say. Anyways.
There's a difference between Jesus and Jesus?
There is. Well, very similar name, very large difference in that my uncle, my tío Jesus, does not have nearly as many magic abilities as the baby Jesus. Have to differentiate the two. Although my tío Jesus is a marvelous carpenter, but he is not Jesus by any means. But he does. He gets down at the Home Depot. He goes to Home Depot. Give him $100 at Home Depot. He'll give you the greatest bookshelf you've ever seen in your life. Anyways,
I need him.
Guys, comic of the year. Have you guys had a chance to marinate that thought? Comic of the year. Let's look back real quick. I think I want to say that there was 3 Jokers came out. Tynion's run on Batman came out. Death Metal came out. What else came out? I'm trying to think. Anybody else have? What's that?
Curse of the White Knight.
That was 2020?
Yeah, we got the last 3 issues happened in the beginning of 2020.
Okay, so that counts.
There's also the
issue was pretty much the week of when the pandemic started.
Yeah, they just got
Yeah,
it right
like
beforehand.
the last. I think it was the last week that books came out.
Right.
There's also the Harley Quinn and the White Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when it presents Harley
We're
Quinn.
3 issues in. So it was funny because Curse, we got the last 3 issues in the beginning of the year, and now the White Knight Harley series, we got the first 3 issues in 2020.
Okay, so that's 2020. Okay, wow, okay.
So
two different.
either of those are potential choices.
Why not?
Is it Katana or is it
Katana?
Katana? Katana Collins is the writer.
Maybe we edit not being able to say her name since she's been on the show.
All right, how many minutes in? That's 15 minutes in. I already fucked up.
That's why the slurring portion of the show.
Have you noticed? That's why I threw the intro to Robin, so I wouldn't have to edit the intro.
Merry Christmas.
Guys, where is Santa? He is here right now, and I am freaked out. All right, so anybody else have any other votes for Comic of the Year that have not been mentioned already?
Well, if we look beyond that mainline DC stuff, I don't know how much of you guys were reading indie things like Something's Killing the Children, Donny Cates has crossover, and then there's also like his run on Venom, Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil. There's good stuff all over the place.
True.
What's the Donny Cates has, what is it, the Venom King, the Black King?
King in Black.
King in
the
Black.
Black. Yeah,
that just started.
Pretty hot.
That's
Did you guys see that a collector has just purchased every single issue already of King in Black?
Yeah, all the original art. Yeah.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, there's
back in August, the first issue of Grumps and Gramps was released, and that was a good one. So,
all right.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
I'll vote
that's
for
true.
that.
Spin-off of the year.
Yeah.
Spin-off of the year
Spin-off
for
of the year.
sure. Easily. Yeah.
I know.
Take that, Better Call Saul.
Take that, Frasier.
I don't know, man. Frasier's pretty fucking strong.
It's a good.
He's pretty goddamn strong. Well, let's say for argument's sake, let's keep it to DC Comic of the Year. Damn, Curse isn't there? All right. So you got Curse, you got Batman, White Knight presents Harley Quinn, you got Tynan's Batman, you got 3 Jokers.
Oh shit!
Any other Black Label books that anybody really likes?
Harleen from Stepan Sejic.
Okay,
that counts as this year,
right?
Oh,
I mean, it
ended this year.
Wait, that's Harleen wasn't that last? That was last year.
It started last year.
Dude, it did not end more than a year ago.
If there was
it counts this year.
If there's an issue that
Harleen's gonna. That shit is strong. That book, man.
Well, okay, let's hear this. I have not read that book, so who has read that book and who has like a little rundown on that book?
It's like the definitive Harley origin story, I think.
Wow.
It's just fleshed out so well in like the tone that's more mature than the animated series tone. It's it has a lot more to do with her profession, her background, her development, her evolution. The only gripe I had was like Joker looked a little too anime for me, but that's been the trend recently.
No, you know what? I lied. It doesn't qualify. It came out a year ago this past week.
Oh, okay.
So it came out end of December.
So we can't talk about it. So that means no issues have come out in 2020.
But isn't there another Harley?
Isn't it crazy how
we could say the collected edition came out in 2020.
No, we can't do that. That'll open up a can of worms for so many things.
I think Dunk is right.
What is it?
There's another one. Hold on.
Criminal Sanity.
Yeah, that's a Black Label.
Yep.
What do you guys think of that? Have anybody been reading that?
It's good. I'm not up to date, but I was reading it, and it's.
I mean, probably much better.
That's the forensics one, right, Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool. Cami Garcia, Miku Soayan, and Mike Mayhew.
Much better than probably the regular.
I read the first 3 issues of that. It was pretty good, but I stopped reading. But that was actually pretty favorable, but
yeah,
I stopped reading for a reason. So
the
getting that trade.
so just a side note. So we're going back to Batman monthly, right?
Yeah, starting in March.
Compared to 2 issues a month. What do you guys think about that?
I think isn't James like mad busy with all the other writings? He has like
Something is Killing the Children, Department of Truth.
Department of Truth, yeah. He's really busy with everything else he's writing.
I guess if the quality is going to be there or better, then I don't mind the monthly. I like getting, and we all like getting more content every month. But I mean, if the quality is good, then if we have enough
Wait it out.
Yeah.
But he's crushing it with everything else because it's like Something's Killing the Children is like the #1 selling thing in every comic shop. Like my comic shop is sold out.
What's that about? Who's reading
Something
that?
Killing the Children.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That one was crazy. By the time the first issue of Something is Killing the Children came out in stores, it was already at 5th print.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
It's a monster horror type.
Yeah. The best way I've described it is it's like Stranger Things if it had been made by Rob Zombie.
Ooh.
Like Lovecraft kind of shit?
No, not like that.
Just brutal.
More
gory.
Yeah, just more horror-y. It's pretty simple.
Do you guys remember how much hype was behind Scott Snyder's Witches? Remember the hype for that book?
Oh yeah.
Well, it was Jock, right?
Did not age well. No one talks about that shit.
Was it Jock?
Yeah, that was Jock art. I mean, I thought it was good, but it I don't know. There was so much hype when it was coming out, and nobody really talks about it anymore. I think
it came out a few years ago. So.
Yeah, I wish they would have kept going with it. I think it would have been really good if they would have kept going.
Yeah, there is supposed to be there was the first series, and then a one-off that came out in segments. With previews, and there will be a second volume of it, but those guys have all been so busy.
Yeah, it's common.
Let's get.
There's no excuses anymore because we're in a pandemic. So
they sit at home, write comics, draw the shit.
They have to stay home.
You ain't got no fucking cons. Come on
now. Trunks, get them.
Hell yeah.
Let's get back to it. Comic of the year.
Fucking cans.
You just sit in the fucking house.
Ain't no fucking cans.
Draw commission.
Guys, take it easy. The drunk is trying to right the ship here.
All right, so comic of the year. I'm gonna go throw my my vote in right now. Overall, if you include story and if you include artwork, I would have to say. I just think that the art makes it. The art. Oh fuck, man, Robin, you said that Curse is out there.
Yeah. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of cheat, and because one ended at the beginning of the year and one started at the end of the year, and they're part of the same universe anyway, I'm just going to lump Curse and Harley together and say that's my one.
Curse.
That makes things easier. Okay, so you're going to say Curse and Harley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 different writers and shit. Like, I don't know, is that fair? Because then you're just going by the art.
Murphy still does
well, that's Robin's vote, so you don't have to go with Robin. That's just what Robin's putting out there.
Robin voted twice. What is it? This is voting fraud. All right.
Voter fraud.
Robin, just so you know,
I'm gonna get this shit overturned.
Well, he's not from the United States, so he's not familiar with that.
Yeah. We're getting illegal votes from fucking from across the border over here.
And we're going to take this to the Supreme Bad Force Court. Period.
Okay, so Robin says Sean Gordon Murphy, Curse of the White Knight / Katana Collins. Fucking A.
Hell yeah, boy. Keep sipping, boy.
Katana Collins, Harley. All right, that's Robin's vote. Fuck, that fucks me up because I was gonna go 3 Jokers. Because just based off artwork alone, I would say that's my comic of the year.
Oh, for sure.
But now Robin's fucking me up with putting Curse in there because god damn it, Curse was fucking great.
Now you gotta do a recount.
No, you know what? I'm gonna stick with my gut. I'm gonna go 3 Jokers myself, solely based off art. Jason Fabrik, I don't give a fuck what you think about the story. Jason Fabric's art this is the best shit he's ever done. So I'm just gonna go 3 Jokers.
Yeah, I won't fight you on it. That's my second.
I forgot to say, Batcat also issues. Is it 1 and 2 or just issue 1 started?
Just one so far, yeah.
Okay, so far,
shit.
There you go, Charles. Batcat issue 1 also came out, to keep that in mind. So Grumps, comic of the year, overall comic.
I don't know. I guess I'll go with 3 Jokers as well.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wait. That blows me away.
Wait a
Grumps.
minute.
Exactly.
I'm
Hold
drinking
on.
to that one. Cheers.
Come grump with me.
You just
real
broke
quick.
Trump's ankles with that.
Grumps, 3 Jokers, your comic of the year?
First of all, I haven't been reading many books because I haven't been going to the shop. I've been buying on digital, so I only buy like 1 or 2 on digital. The main Batman title was like kind of underwhelming for me at times.
And
Get him,
boy.
Get
I
him.
mean, yeah, just
Take
like,
a drink there, boy. Come on, let the juice flow, bro.
All right.
Like,
Grumps, 3 Jokers.
as the great Batforce Tom said, on the strength of the art, I'll just go with 3 Jokers.
For those not watching, Grumps just topped himself off. I would say a 3-finger pour.
Yeah, man, that's a home pour.
Yeah.
God damn. Grumps with the
$5
3
pour.
Jokers. Amazing. Okay.
Because of the art, I mean, the story. I like the first. I love the first 2 books, and the third book just let me down. But the art was 10 out of 10 the whole time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Oh shit.
no doubt. All right. So quick plug. The Grumpler, one half of the Grumps and Gramps show. Let's go to the second half of the Grumps and Gramps show. Grandpa Batman, comic of the year, sir. What would you say?
Daredevil.
Fuck it.
I heard that book was really good though.
Oh
Yes.
It's among, Robin, tell me, is it not among the top Marvel sellers each month?
Yeah, it's definitely on the higher end of them, and I think Chip has been killing it on Daredevil.
And that's the thing. Like when they first announced Chip as the writer of the book, I'll be honest, I wasn't excited because all I knew about him was, kind of the silly guy that did Sex Criminals and silly stuff, and I was just like, Charles Soule kind of.
Oh, we lost somebody.
We lost the Grumpler.
I'll add him back.
Now, Gramps, when we had Chip on here at the beginning of his Daredevil run, did he win you over at all? I think Gramps is on mute.
Oh, I think we could.
on mute?
Did we lose Gramps?
It's froze.
Gramps is frozen in time.
His video's
God damn it.
Gramps
Texas.
is used
God
to
damn it,
StreamYard
Texas.
on the Grumps and Gramps show.
Okay, well, we'll come back to Gramps. I mean, he had a lot of good points talking about Chip Zdarsky coming out of left field. I got to be honest. It's a very similar situation to Keaton. A lot of people doubted Keaton. Keaton was a comedic actor, not known for his drama, not known for his action. Got casted as Batman. And then once he became Batman, everyone was kind of made aware of the talent that he had. So I think very similar.
I'm going to go.
Oh.
He's in the multiverse right now, Graham.
Is this God?
Yeah.
Multiverse.
Gramps got lost in the multiverse. We'll come back to Gramps. We'll come back to Gramps when he's unfrozen.
Here's a quick one. Is the multiverse Gramps from like Staten Island or Manhattan or some shit, or the complete? What's the complete opposite of Texas?
China.
Alaska,
Jersey.
I mean, Texas is kind of like in the middle south, so you can't really. I guess Detroit.
I'm gonna go like North Dakota or like.
Where'd he go?
North New Jersey.
Maybe boot him off and bring him back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that real quick. It says he's not in here though.
While you're doing that,
that's the
Tom and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Come on! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
You man.
And if you ever saw him, you would even say it close.
Where my dog's at?
Yo, Teasy, man, you need some coffee, boy? You okay?
Is that legit? Is that legit DMX?
Yeah, you never heard him sing Rudolph?
I've never heard that.
That was like 5 or 7
Yeah,
years
he did it years
ago,
ago, but it's become like a tradition now.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
You gotta listen to it.
It's saying that Gramps is not available. So unfortunately, I'm gonna keep trying to call him back. But let's go over to the one.
Bad Gods heard him say Daredevil.
The one, the only, the teases. Teases. Who would you say comic of the year? Without the what's the word I'm looking for? The bias of being best friends with Ghoulie and March in the Batman line. What would you say would be your pick for comic of the year?
I'll easily go with Curse with with a tight second place, 3 Jokers, hands down.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think you can outdo the way that Curse of the White Knight ended, especially with the art. So, I am very prone to 3 Jokers, but overall story, you have to go with the Murph for sure. Like you left reading that series satisfied, where it was a little more open ended on 3 Jokers. So complete with art and story, you have to go with Sean on this one for sure.
All right, so that makes man, I feel like a fucking asshole for not picking Curse because I love Sean Murphy. God damn it!
Yeah.
Do I have to keep my choice?
If I can turn back time,
I'll keep my choice because I'll fucking I'll answer to Sean himself. Jesus, tell me about why you specifically picked Curse for your number one.
I just think the overall storyline, combined with the artwork, I think they just complemented each other. They were just, I like the fact that Sean brought back Azrael and the way that it ended, and he kind of made some nice homages to Nightfall. That one, I keep thinking about that one panel where Azrael was in that Batman suit flying over like the cityscape, and that was like kind of like a nice little nod to Nightfall.
That shit was so sexy.
That was probably one of the best panels, splash pages I've ever seen in a long time. So overall, I think it was just the way that it ended. You know what's gonna happen with with the third phase of the book, but I think the way that it ended really opened up into the next Harley series, which made sense, and it was a nice little buffer until Sean is ready to kind of release that third phase of the book. So everything, just the way that he constructs the story is just, it makes sense, and it's very concise and clean, and some amazing homages to animated series and like I said before, Nightfall.
Sounds ready to change.
Believe him.
I can honestly say I don't have one gripe against Curse.
Tom is a swing vote.
Okay. It's okay.
You know, bring him over.
All right.
Listen, the reality is once we start talking about artists of the year, then the conversation is going to change.
That's
obviously, for sure.
But we're talking about
there.
Cumulatively,
Overall.
just story.
Overall, colors, inks, all that.
Yeah. All right.
Trunks.
Dunk, the Dunk Knight himself, comic of the year.
Let's be serious. The way Curse ended was spectacular. Every page you turn, you admire the art, you admire the story. The way it ended, it was like, holy shit! Like, did Batman kill someone? No, he didn't. We're not sure yet, but I'm pretty sure he didn't. The way it led into the Harley story that we're now reading, and now we're seeing like a very intelligent Harley that is very independent, that could pretty much like run shit on her own, and like how we a lot of us get
Superman.
a lot of us get frustrated when we see these villains become like these anti-heroes. And the thought process between White Knight, Curse of the White Knight, and now we're seeing Harley become like, okay, I'm a mother. I have to take care of these kids. I have these hyenas. Joker was a fucking asshole. Now, like, I'm a hero. This is who I am. This is who I should be. Although it looks like she has a crush on Batman, but no one's saying anything yet. But that's what I'm aiming for. I'm with the Curse of White Knight for many reasons. Everyone knows. 3 Jokers, of course, is a very close second. But when you start reading the Murphyverse and you see how different perspective of all these characters correlate with one another, and people die and never come back, it's fucking awesome. So I'm a fan of the Murphyverse. If you don't know that by now you know.
There you go.
The Dunk Knight endorses death. People die and never come back.
And that's why I'm Dunk Dope Knight.
All right, so we got 3 for Curse / Harley, and 2 for 3 Jokers so far. Trunks, what you got?
Fuck yeah. Trunks has to take a swig for this one, boys.
When you're talking about overall, I have to go with Curse. I mean, I have to. I mean, Baylock is he's a god amongst men on the pencils and the art. But with Curse, the whole package is what sells it.
It's a nice package, boy.
Oh yeah, big old girthy, very detailed.
Pretty tight.
No, but like with the I'm just gonna be repeating what everyone else said. The writing, the art, the story, even though with like White Knight that led into Curse, Murphy's just continuing on with his own verse, his own world.
Yeah.
All the characters. There's not. Can't say much more than that. I mean, what I'm saying? Like, fuck. Not to take away from anything else or anybody of the other great artists and writers, but
fuck.
Sean just keeps on killing.
He knows what he's doing.
Okay. And Curse had the advantage of not only being a full series on its own, but having a full series leading up to it, and then there was the Freeze one shot from Sean and Klaus that came out in the middle of it.
Amazing.
So it had a lot to work with.
It kept the embers burning.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's 4.
I will say though, really quick, with 3 Jokers, I think there was a lot of maybe too high of expectations, or the bar was possibly set a little too high when trying to talk about Killing Joke. Kind of tying all that in.
How dare you? Anyways, okay, so that's 4 for Curse, 2 for 3 Jokers. I kind of already see how this is going. Bat Force Times, comic of the year overall.
Celebrate Hanukkah. Hanukkah is festival of lights. Instead of one day of presents, we have
Ain't crazy. Oh, look, man. This is the year where I didn't finish anything in terms of all these. I maybe 60-70% of the shit I got through, and I just
finished off COVID.
Fucking COVID.
You fucking beat that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give it.
Until round 2. I'll tell you though. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Curse and 3 Jokers, it's good shit. But I tell you, Batcat has my attention right now.
Whoa!
And you're not just saying that because Clay has recently forgiven you.
No, I like that first issue. it's like I was on a little, because everything was crazy this year. I was on a little sabbat and cool. Oh, but the
no pun intended.
That really got my interest. That like ended it a little for me, like in terms of, okay, I'm ready to come back now. I'm interested in yeah, I like that they're handling Andrea. Like, I love Phantasm, and I love Andrea, and I like how Catwoman's being handled and drawn, and that has my attention a lot. So I like those two female characters a lot. So I'm kind of in there. I love the artwork was fantastic, and I know a lot of people shit on Tom King, but I actually think he does well when he writes women, to be honest with you, or relationships. So I could see a lot of this going on in the story. So that has my attention right now. If I had the vote, I would say this is where I want to be right now. But
issue 1, damn.
Yeah, because
no, I mean you make all valid points. I mean, Clayman's another,
because we're not voting for a completed collection. We're voting for the comic.
But yeah, I didn't really put it in contention for mine because it's only had one issue in 2020, and
that's all I read.
98% of it is going to be 2021. So I think 2021 is going to be that book's year.
Yeah, that would be voter fraud again then. So
not again.
Well, it could be a 2-term book.
Anything Robin presents requires a recount.
Yep.
I mean, I love to see the wild card of Batcat having one issue out, and I'd love to see someone throwing it out as book of the year. I got to be honest. That the art. I mean, put aside the story. The art alone was absolutely phenomenal on Batcat. You cannot deny that.
I mean, the way he drew the Phantasm mask and everything, like he's so good.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Clay's really good at drawing men and women as well. Like he's really good. So
I feel like he studies bodybuilders and like the perfect anatomy of a person. Like what is the utmost perfect anatomy, and he draws that every single time.
And this run's going to be relationship based. Remember, like I think some of the strongest shit Tom King did was the double dating shit and all that. Remember, and the Ivy stuff. I think he's strong there.
I wish I had the come grump with me. Because
like a lot of others dropped the ball with. That shit.
Hey, we have to respect everyone's decision. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. We're a divided nation. We got sides. We got different ideas. We got different opinions. You got to respect everyone's opinion.
I believe there should be a Batman Catwoman ongoing, just like there's a Batman Superman ongoing. I really think there should be a Batman Catwoman ongoing.
It could happen. We're getting a Joker.
Exactly.
Is it a Joker limited or ongoing?
It's gonna be an ongoing.
Yeah, I mean that could work. I mean, a lot of people think Joker's overused right now, but I mean he's timeless like Batman.
Yeah. Not a lot of people.
You're always gonna be able to sell. You will always be able to sell Batman, the Joker, and Harley Quinn. Those are 3 characters you're always going to be able to sell.
And I got tired real quick of seeing people complaining that whether it's that or whatever else they're not interested in exists. Like, okay, here's a little experiment. Go into any store you go into regularly, whether it's a comic shop, a grocery store, anything. Walk in there and grab the stuff that you normally buy. Bring it up to the manager, the owner, whoever's there, and ask them, hey, could your business survive if you only sold this stuff here that I like and got rid of everything else that I don't buy? They would say, nope, we'd be out of business in a month if we only carried what you like.
Those are Karens, and other people don't have the balls to say that.
Well, that doesn't mean that you don't get to say, you don't get to voice your opinion. I mean,
true.
But people spend so much time whining about like, oh, why does this exist? Oh, there's too much Joker stuff. There's too much Harley. Well, you aren't required to fucking buy it.
There's too much. There's too much social
don't
media.
Buy it.
How dare they make a gold White Knight Batman? How dare they?
Well, no, hold on, you drunk? You're confusing the Red White Knight Batman and the
With the
gold
Hasbat.
Hellbat suit Batman.
The Hellbat suit, yeah.
I'm mad
There's
about both of them.
One thing
too much complaining. Period.
One thing I picked up on that.
Whoa. The fucking Gramps is back, motherfucker.
Yeah, sorry, technical difficulties.
Here he is.
One thing I picked up on that, talking to Clay Mann, was that didn't he say this is going to be a 12-issue book? It's going to take a year for them to do it, but it's all going to be basically done based around the month of December. So when it's all collected, it's going to be a Christmas classic.
Book. Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's what he said. You got it.
Like Batman Returns. All right.
Jesus mentioned that he wanted to talk about Noel real quick sometime in the night.
Hold on. Before we do, we got to, as we have Gramps back, we got to get back to Gramps because he was trolling us earlier. He said that Daredevil was Book of the Year. So we got to get back, and he has to redeem himself. Gramps, Comic of the Year.
Daredevil.
God damn it. All right. Is that what you're sticking to?
I'm not going to fight you. Yeah, this I was trying to ask you this when you got cut off earlier, Gramps, because you were talking last about when it was announced that Chip Zdarsky was taking over Daredevil, that you weren't jazzed on that decision because of what you knew him for previously. And I was trying to ask you if he won you over, because we had him here on the show at the beginning of his run, and when he talked about what he was planning to do, did he win you over at all?
I regret not have been able to join that show. I had some scheduling conflicts. I came away, I listened to the episode and I was like, wow, this is a guy that, he's silly, he's goofy, he's funny, but he's a damn good writer. And that's one thing that I liked, is that Daredevil is almost like a way for him to kind of escape the silly reputation that he has and kind of really do some cool shit that he's been wanting to do in maybe his other work. And I see Daredevil as an outlet for him that he's getting to really flex his muscle and spread his wings a little bit. And then, especially with what he's done, and I don't know where I cut off before, and I apologize for that, but he really kind of flipped the script, not only with the Daredevil readership, but also kind of the Marvel world when he, in issue 25, Matt Murdock, spoiler alert, he's in jail for murder.
Oh.
And a
fuck.
female,
Jesus Christ,
Elektra, takes the mantle of Daredevil. And I'll be honest, that's one of the coolest things I've seen in a while. I've always liked a she-devil type of character. They kind of did it with Spider-Gwen, but this is actually a female that's taken over in the same universe as Matt Murdock as Daredevil. I think that's pretty cool.
I want to know what Uncle Frank thinks
I was
about
just
that.
about to say that.
Yeah, he probably doesn't like that.
Because I remember when Elektra was in Daredevil, was it season 2?
Yeah.
And Frank was like, "That's not Elektra," boom, and then Uncle Frank literally goes, "And I know because I'm her daddy." That's literally what he said.
He
literally
probably doesn't like this, but you know what? At least his character is still ongoing and a huge part of this run.
Yeah.
The stuff that he brought into the Marvel universe is timeless and always will be. But it's almost like how the Court of Owls is now with Batman. Scott Snyder created the Court of Owls, and now they've blossomed into they're in video games, they're in other titles and other books. Same way with Elektra and The Hand. He created
Gramps,
something that has roots.
Gramps, is this the first time that they've put somebody else in the Daredevil suit? Well, I know
Foggy put it on.
No, Danny Rand.
Bullseye impersonated him, right? But this is going to be a significant, she is Daredevil for going forward. basically.
For the time being, yeah.
Yeah.
Now the thing that made me the most interested when we had Chip here is when he was talking about that the writer's summit or whatever they were at, where they knew that Charles was coming to the end of his run, and I think there were 2 or 3 people that were making pitches to take over Daredevil. And I remember him telling us how when it came to his turn to pitch, everyone was prepared for some goofy idea, some silly thing that he wanted to do with Daredevil. And instead, what happened was he gave his pitch, and it became a conversation of if they would be able to let him go as dark as he wanted to go with it.
Right, especially when, Daredevil was kind of on the run and Frank Castle Punisher gets involved. And that was like it was almost kind of like he became, and it was only for like one issue or something like that, but he was wearing the skull shirt and stuff like that, and it kind of gave you the impression, if you just saw the cover, that, oh my God, he's like turning into what Punisher has always wanted Daredevil to become. But that really wasn't the case, but it was kind of a cool thing to see. And I started wondering, how dark are they going to let him go? How because editorial is always involved with these characters, and especially like properties like Spider-Man and Iron Man and Captain America. They only let them do so much. Same with Batman, and with Daredevil, he's kind of out on the perimeter. I don't know, I wouldn't consider him a A-level type of hero. But I like that because they let him get away and do shit kind of outside and on his own, independent of a lot of the Marvel universe. So I think they gave Chip a little bit more flexibility with what he can and do. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. That's Book of the Year, Tom.
Daredevil. Okay, all right, Gramps. I'm going to say this, though, following up to that. Are you excited for Chip's contribution to the Batman mythos with the book that he's going to be working on?
Hey, why not now?
Yeah.
It's so funny because, if you follow him on Twitter, he is a funny read, and he's always trolling DC and stuff like that. So,
and if you enjoy him on Twitter, everyone should be signing up for his newsletter as well.
Yeah,
it's like his tweets, but a lot longer.
God damn! Look at that fucking can on a fucking, what is he, on a wheelchair?
Fig of the year.
Fig of the year. Wait, okay. So to wrap up real quick, we got 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2. We have 3 votes for Curse / Harley, right? I want to say we have 4.
I think it's 4.
Yeah, I thought it was 4. Who else voted for Curse as Book of the Year? We got Robin. We got Doug. We got Teases. That's 3, right? And then Grumps and I voted for 3 Jokers. Gramps voted for Daredevil, and then we got Charles with Badcat. What was what's his name? What was Trunkler?
Curse.
The Brown Eye. He was Curse?
Yeah.
He was. Fuck. All right. That means that Curse is Book of the Year. Holy shit.
Trunks
wake up.
Trunks was like this.
Merry Christmas! Dinner was full!
That's a New York movie.
My favorite Christmas movie.
I am digging the drops right now.
Definitely, that was a.
All right,
that was.
So, that's Curse of the White Knight. That takes Book of the Year. Let's try to get through the rest of this shit fucking faster, or else we're gonna be on here for 4 hours. Let's go Artist of the Year. artist, excluding writing, artist of the year. Let's go with the Grumpler himself. Artist of the year, Grumps. Who would you say? Art alone. Who took it?
Yeah, Jason Faber.
Oof. Boom. Boom.
Easy.
Next.
Easy. Let's go. Teases. Art of the year.
Fabik.
Okay. Again, 3 jokers. There you go. Dunk.
Dog. Damn, nah. I'm gonna have to go Fabik, man. Fabik.
There you go. Game over.
He dropped some shit, man.
Damn, he just turned it blue. Oh shit.
That story was
Yeah.
the art was spectacular.
Yeah.
And that's like you want to own a panel of those pages. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Fabik.
Fantastic. I'm going to throw in with you guys. I'm going to say 3 Jokers artwork was beyond, man. It was, I mean, you can't touch it.
Ready.
Yeah,
MC
Fabik.
Hammer.
What is that? Is that 4 of us now?
MC Hammered.
Yeah.
All right, that's 4 for Fabik. Grumps. I'm sorry. Gramps, artist of the year.
Marco Cicchetto.
Ooh. he's doubling down on Daredevil.
Damn it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
He's
Solid.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
He draws not just Daredevil, but his Spider-Man is so badass. Dude, yeah. Marco.
Actually, Tom, I have to say Fabik, but I also have to give some credit to Guillaume March as well.
Of course.
No,
Yeah, absolutely.
no, because if you really think about that whole, Tyne and Run, March and who's the other guy on there on Rebirth? I'm having a brain fart, but March I think really saved that whole.
So was that Javier Fernandez?
Yeah, Javier Fernandez. Sorry. Yeah, like that combination together, I think has kind of helped that series kind of just stand past a couple of issues. But ever since King Run, along with the writing, I think that's a close second. But you can't really compete with what Fabik did with that book. But the amount of covers and the interior, it's been a real treat as well. I call that a close second, but definitely takes it.
Yeah. How about those Lee Bermejo covers all year long?
Oh,
that's where I was going.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Shit.
Well, I'm going to add that. We're going to put on covers of the year. Don't you guys worry. We'll get that after writer. So hang on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, real quick. Covers of the year. That's going to be unanimous. Anyways, teases. Julian, I would say if we had to make a category, I would say, I don't want to say most improved because that sounds like we're like undercutting his work. That sounds like we're fucking trying to make that shit elementary. I would say blow up, or I would say glow up.
Breakout.
Glow up. Yeah, glow up of the year, breakout of the year / glow up of the year. Gulliam, fucking getting on the main Batman title, massive.
Yo, you know who I choose for that? My boy Matteo Scalera. That's my guy this year.
Yo, all right.
Stylized. He got a little Murph. He got a little Simsal on him. He got a little. Yo, man, I like his work. To me is interesting. So I'm going for Matteo this year.
Dunk, did we go Artist of the Year with you yet? I do not believe we have.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Did we?
I went with Fabik.
Okay. And Gramps went with the Daredevil artist. Robin, did we go with you yet? No.
Nope, but it's definitely Jay, and Grumps already brought it up. My honorable mention was Lee with his detective covers.
Okay, well, we'll get to that, but I mean, Bermejo, fucking A, man. He's gonna go on the what's that fucking mountain with all the presidents?
Mount Rushmore.
On it? There you go. Yeah, eventually.
Lee's definitely top 10 that are alive. Lee's top 10.
Yo, he's crushing it right now. He's crushing it right hard.
Artist of the Year, oh man, yo, like I said, Mateo has me really interested right now. I've had my doses of Murphy and Fabic and Lee and Guillaume and all these guys, and they've been around, and they're doing the work that we expect them to do, and it's fucking fantastic. My favorite cover of the year is probably that Abdomen Libra cover. Remember, Teasy, you picked it up for me, believe? Yeah, that shit was just
like Detective 1022-ish, 23.
Yeah. But so like it's just so hard and unfair sometimes that I'm gonna have to go with someone that interested me the most this year, and I'm really looking at Mateo this year, man. I think
he's going in.
I think he's gonna be another one that's what's interesting about comic books is like you have so much rotating artistic talent, and then you have all the same writers sandbagging all that. I always found that interesting where like you have all these great different artists, but it's the same writers all the time. I wish we could give new writers a chance the same way they rotate all this great artistic talent. You know what I mean? Like, so it's harder to pick an artist of the year because I mean, just you really can't choose the wrong. There's no wrong answer really if you think about it.
What did Jorge Fornes work on this year?
That guy's great.
All those seat covers
this year. I know Fornes did an arc on Daredevil.
He was on Daredevil in the beginning of it. He's been doing Rorschach with Tom King.
Oh yeah, that just started, right?
It's 3 issues in.
Three issues.
And he's been doing all those 1-in-25 covers for Batman.
Oh,
I
really like
that was Jimenez doing those.
Jimenez, yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Jimenez is the dude, bro. I love that guy too.
I just got the Backo cover today. I'm like, oh man, I fell in love with that cover. I was like, oh man, redheads.
Good shit.
Yo, Tom, we have to also throw in colorist of the year because I know.
Shit! I mean,
you guys, there's two neck and neck, and that's it.
We're gonna be here all night.
Wait, two guys?
Super hard.
How does that not go to Brad Anderson?
It's Brad and it's Tamayo.
Tamayo, yeah.
Who's
the second guy?
Tamayo Mori.
Who's Murphy's guy? Hollingsworth? Is that
Hollingsworth is great too.
Time out. Yeah. We'll get there. So what
FCO is the guy.
We just went artist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I think unanimously Fabic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Fabic gets artist of the year. Let's go. Oh, this one's going to be tough. I'm interested. Writer of the year. I'm talking story. I'm talking writer of the year. So let's go with this is a good place to start as any. The Grumps himself. Grumpler, writer of the year. Story of the year.
Man. I have to go with Sean Murphy. Like, again, I scaled back on books, just buying and reading. So, it's I've only been reading, like a select few. So yeah, I got to go with Murphy, for sure. He created his own little playground, and it's awesome. It's just amazing.
Damn.
Obviously, when I say I scaled back, like, I mean, I predominantly buy Batman, but even more so this year, I cut all the the other books, unfortunately. So yeah, I definitely have to go with Murphy.
Grumps, I feel you. Cheeses.
I'm gonna go with Murphy with a honorable mention of Tynan, only for the fact that he took a series that was kind of depleting, and I felt like he kind of jump-started everyone's interest with Rebirth. So definitely Murphy, but Tynan as a honorable mention.
Okay, switching it up. All right, I respect it. Dunk.
All right, so everyone knows the obvious answer.
Of course.
On my end. But it's really tough because you have James that has been knocking out stories off the fucking chain when it comes to Department of Truth, Something's Killing the Children, the Batman run. It's tough, man. But I'm a loyalist. I'm a fan of the White Knight universe, the Murphyverse. I grab that comic the moment it hits the stands. I go home and read it first. Like, I'm more excited of that. Everything else could wait. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Murphy, the Murphyverse.
Of course.
And of course, second to me is what James Tynion is doing with everything in his writing. He seems like he has a full plate and he's knocking it out. So he's a really close second.
Absolutely.
If you're scoring
real
at
quick.
home, Dunk has started to outslur Tom.
How is
And
that
I am in
possible?
third place.
Word? Oh, wait, I want to go first.
I'm surprised no one gave a honorable mention to our good boy Georgie Jimenez for Batman as far as Artist of the Year. Jorge Jimenez has been fucking hitting dingers all goddamn year on the Batman title with his artwork. So I want to shout out Georgie Jimenez. Moving right along. Grandpa Batman. I hope he did not get frozen. No, he's good. Grandpa Batman, Artist of the Year.
I've already told you.
Are we doing writer?
We're doing writers.
That's a drunk
I'm in second still. Let's go.
I'm on number 9? 8 or 9? Gramps, writer of the year.
Well, I'm going to triple down. Chip Zdarsky.
There he goes. I knew it.
This is very controversial.
You know what? You're not fucking lying. Because I gotta say, when Chip was announced as the Daredevil writer,
I was pissed.
Oh my god! I like fucking message after message on our chat. Gramps was so mad. So to see this 180 is fantastic.
Well, hey, you do the work. Yeah.
Love to see
I and you know what? I'm also the same guy that was pissed when Ben Affleck got announced as Batman. So I was like, yo, hey man, we don't need no guy trying to pack the Batmobile. That was my shitty Boston accent. But you know, he did a good job. And you know, I can admit when I'm wrong or when somebody does a really good job. So there you go.
And then Affleck gave you that big, thick Batman.
Yeah.
He gave you that big, thick Batman. And then you were happy.
I was happy.
I'm going to throw down real quick. I'm going to say fuck you to all you guys. I'm giving a 2-finger salute to the Grumpler, to fucking Teases, to Dunk, and I'm going to say, and to Grumps, and I'm going to say fucking our best friend writer, Scott Snyder. I'm going death metal, motherfucker. I'm going death metal. Best writing of the year. Death metal, motherfuckers.
Shout out to For the Horde Productions.
For the Horde Productions. I know not many of you guys are following on the death. It's a very deep cut. It's a very deep read. It's expansive. You got to read all the shit before it. But I got to say, metal was okay. I liked metal. Death metal.
Damn, Robbie's pissed, bro.
He's so mad.
He thinks that's a bad vote. He's like.
Anyways, I'm going.
He thinks it's too niche.
It 100% is.
He's
best friend writer Scott Snyder. I gotta jump on the death metal train. I liked metal. Not gonna lie to you, I liked it. Did I love it? I mean, I liked it. Death metal, however, I believe is better than metal. So I got to give it to Scott Snyder. I got to give it to ending on a strong point. Better than metal. I got to give it to Scott Snyder. So that's my vote. Bad Force Times, best writer of the year.
I'm waiting for them to come out with the follow-up hair metal.
That,
I would be all in on that.
With Superman with his mullet back. Yes. Hair
because
metal.
I used to watch Hard 30 with Adam Curry, like after Yo MTV Raps. So
I'll get to the metal stuff.
And
I'll
I
get to the
want
metal stuff.
Batman with a big old long beard.
So I yeah, I gotta go Murphy because it's consistency. Is very important, and he's diligent, and it's just consist. That's the thing most writers lack is consistency. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy to be a writer. I'm not a comic book writer. I don't know, but but I'm a comic book reader, and what you could see is that it's not easy to be consistently good. Like some of the comic book gods are just not consistent. Frank Miller, Jeff Johns, these are gods, and so Murphy's been consistent so far, so that's why he's going to get it this year.
Damn.
In regards to metal, you guys ever seen that movie Heavy Metal from the 80s? That's based on the
long time ago.
That's some good shit. And this is like you could see that this aesthetic is borrowed from that. My theory's always been that this is what Scott's writing this kind of material to keep Greg interested in staying on the Batman book for now. And I think that's why it's just been feels a little redundant at this point. But I didn't read much of Death Metal. Like, has anyone read the whole thing? Like, is it good?
I have. I'm pretty much caught up to Death Metal. Yeah. I mean, I think that Death Metal. This is weird. It's easier to jump into than Metal. You still have to have a little background on the whole storyline. I mean, Snyder. I was thinking about it today. Snyder is how's the way to put it? He wants everything to be like an epic. You know what I mean? He wants everything to be expansive. He wants everything to be massive. Sometimes that hurts you. You know, it's easier to be simple. It's easier to fucking cut through the bullshit. And Snyder doesn't do that. He wants to be like expansive, and that really hurts. But in this sense, Death Metal specifically, I feel like he has cut back and he's made it a little simpler, and that's what helps it. So that's why I feel like this is, in the last like 5 years, this has been his best writing.
I'm not reading Death Metal, but I just like some of the comments and things I read online. Like, I just feel like you got to know when to move on, from a situation, and this is probably it for them, I would imagine, because
they say that every time.
Yeah, but I think this time, even the fans are like, a lot of
but
people.
But then they're going to come out with hair metal, and it'll be back together.
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of overstayed their welcome at this point, but I don't know.
Capullo's already talking like he's working without Snyder at this point.
He said no more Batman.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's trying to do the Creech thing. Anyways, I mean, we don't have to debate it. I mean, I know you guys. It's a very specific, very niche area, and if you have not read Metal, Death Metal is going to be a hard read. I get that. So I know my argument is not like with the majority. So I just put it out there because I got to throw a bone to our best friend writer Scott Snyder. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got some good figs out of it. Oh, segue!
Ooh, shit! Wait! Before we get there,
Gramps needs a bump of coke right now.
We'll get to figs of the year. But I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen,
and hey, hold on! I didn't even do my author.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I always assume that you're still Robin June.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all, how racist of all of you to exclude the Canadian. Okay, Robin.
But it's obvious though. It is Sean, and a lot of that is because the success of the first volume of White Knight set it at a really high level, and it would have been really easy for Curse to fall short and really not live up to what the first volume did. And not only did it not fall short, but I think it was better than the first volume. And it guaranteed that we're getting more, so we now have the Harley series going, and you people probably know a little bit about what's coming up after that. But yeah, that's a lot of why it's obviously him, is because he had so much to live up to from the first series and outdid it.
He's also one of the guys that saved Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
In comics.
Yeah, an episode all about that.
Yeah, he say, "Yep." I made sure I was quite vocal. But not only him, but who's the guy who wrote Harleen as well. Those two alone really like reestablished the integrity of Harley Quinn. I have to admit, and well, I don't even remember the guy's name, but the guy was writing the Harley Quinn series for so long. That shit's
Sam.
The fuck's his name?
Sam.
Amanda Connor's husband.
Oh,
Jim Palmiotti.
Palmiotti, yeah. That shit was trash. All right, so forget it. Oh shit.
No, but they're also like he's also thinking about doing like a mini series for Batgirl, and
we got to plant some ideas in his head.
He wants to do a bunch of other things for the Murphyverse before he jumps into like the
Murphy
multiverse thing. Like he talks about it on the Badass podcast, and he wants to like
which podcast?
Badass, his podcast with Clay McCormick.
Oh, it's his, okay. I was gonna make sure he's not cheating.
No, he talks about it there. And he mentions how he wants to like expand these one-shot stories. Like he had the Mr. Freeze, and now we have this Harley Quinn. He wants to do like a Batgirl. Yeah. And it'd be dope, like do a Nightwing and like just go in with everyone in the Murphyverse that was still alive.
I do love how Grey Ghost is in the Harley book while Phantasm is in the Batcave. That's so cool that those two
dope.
Specific characters are like kind of in some kind of continuity. And
didn't like Clayman mention how like like him and Murphy are like big fans of the Batman animated series, and that's so cool because you have two guys who draw who are huge fans currently, part of really huge books that are huge fans of the animated series, and that's it's pretty cool. Like I really hope in the future they get the chance to work together and just like bro out with the animated series, just go in the two of them. Like, can you imagine those two working together?
We actually talked about it with Clay, and he said that he wouldn't want to draw one of Sean's books because he would rather see Sean's art on it.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember saying that, but like still.
I love how stylized Sean Murphy's
Let's have them work together. Like,
I mean, the man put chaps on Batman, and it worked. You know, it's like how only he could get away with something like that. Like it's pretty badass.
All right.
Oh shit! Tom needs another switch.
So I'm actually going to interrupt the
well, that's rude.
Awards. Yeah, right. The awards that Tom is listing off because
Kanye?
I wanna spring something else on everybody. So, 2020 was a pretty big year for the podcast, and that was due not only to all the people that listen to our bullshit every week and every month, but also to all of the guests that took the time to talk to us throughout the year. And that was a huge list this year. Dustin Nguyen, Donnie Cates, Freddie Williams, Jeff King, Todd McFarlane, Kian Tormey, Sean Murphy, Steve Orlando, Jason Fabok, Kelly Jones, Shea Fontana, Chip Kidd, Blake Northcott, John Dolmayan, Aaron Shunka from Bat in the Sun, Ben Templesmith, Kevin Altieri, Matteo Scalera, Katana Collins, Brad Anderson, and Clay Mann. Now, everyone...
The year.
Not bad for one of the shittiest years.
Wait. Those were all 2020?
Who is your MVP guest of the year? And I will point out that there are people who made multiple appearances this year. Kian Tormey was on twice. Sean Murphy was on 3 times.
Whoa.
Jason Fabok twice. Kelly Jones twice. And Blake Northcott twice.
That was this year?
Yeah. all
What
this
the
year.
man.
Wait, hold on. You said Kelly Jones is on twice this year?
Yep.
How? When?
Because we talked
well,
to him right after.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Denny O'Neil died.
Yeah, and then for the Halloween Spooktacular.
All right, Denny O'Neil.
Hey, time out. How many fucking podcasts have Kelly Jones on twice in 1 year?
Yeah, that joke like goat boy.
That's not a question right now. The question is,
we have Kelly Jones on more often than we have the Trunkler on.
Damn.
Now you don't know, now you know.
Return of Trump.
Real quick, Dustin was 2020.
Yeah, he was the first guest of the year in it was either late January or early February.
Guys, I gotta go. I'm sorry, I gotta go, Dustin, because how many fucking podcasts is that guy on? And it took us 5 years to get him on until he finally admitted, until he finally gave in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, I know I'm in the minority. I'm saying Dustin.
Dunk, who is the guest of the year for you?
Come on, man.
Big Mo.
I was happy to talk to Sean.
Yeah,
it's hard to go against him with 3 appearances.
I was at the end of the day, I was really happy to talk to Katana Collins and Sean at the same time. It was cool to have them both on the show and just have the conversation about White Knight, Curse of the White Knight, and Harley, and that's pretty dope because it's the future of the Murphyverse. So it was cool to have both of them on.
All right, TZ, who was the guest of the year?
One of my favorite episodes, kind of close to Dunk, I would say. I like the episode where Blake and Sean were on together, but I liked the fact that Sean was there to celebrate Blake's accomplishment, and he really just wanted her to be showcased. And I felt like, as such a big name, he just really tried his best to step back and let Blake kind of talk about her Catwoman run. So I really felt like that was the most fun episode that we had. One of the top 3, but I like the fact that Sean went out of his way to really help support an up and coming writer like Blake. So that was one of my favorites. Blake.
Grump.
Yeah, I gotta go with I gotta agree with Teases, which I rarely do. Yeah, I gotta agree with Teases.
Yeah.
Because Sean Murphy is, he is that dude. Like Sean Murphy is the guy that he doesn't, once you make friends with him or get to know him, like he doesn't treat you like he treats you like like you're one of the guys. Like
exactly.
He's just really cool, really. And that's not to say, the guests that we have had on the show this year have been great. I mean, all have been great, but Sean Murphy just is just that type of person that he acts like he's, your friend after meeting him once,
Fucking Murphy sweeping the Grammys this year.
Yeah, the episode with his wife, Katana Collins, was really fun. He's just a fun guy, and they're a fun couple, and Katana, is a great person as well. So,
hands down,
definitely got to go with them.
What about you, Trunky? Did you? I gotta listen to him right now.
Trunks is he's gonna vote for himself.
Trunks made it back on here.
Trunks is gonna vote for himself.
Trunks in the building.
Boom, 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 boom.
Man, there's Grumps and Teases make that make a strong argument for Sean.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hard to pick one because I mean, all the guests are great. Everyone who comes on the show, Sean, but there's something about him. like you said, he was here mostly for basically support of Blake and let her carry on the whole interview. But then, Clay Mann and his antics.
Clay gets a vote or like a side vote. I like it.
It's tough. I mean, if I had to choose, I'd say Sean Murphy.
Nice.
The Murph dog.
Fucking goddamn. What about you, Gramps?
Man, I'm gonna say
you really enjoy talking to Mr. Jones. I understand.
I really did enjoy talking to Mr. Jones because I haven't had the chance to jump on with him in previous shows, so that was a real treat. 2020. I mean, we really kind of hit some grails, with the people that we've talked to. It's been crazy to think. Well, when did we start this? About 4 or 5 years ago, and I got to give kudos to Robin for doing a great job getting all the guests lined up and everything like that. I'm going to start with some honorable mentions. First, the Todd father, Todd McFarlane. I mean,
that was huge.
That was amazing. That was so cool. That was a guy that, I grew up.
Top 5, dead or alive.
Yeah. Looking at his artwork and just, idolizing this guy. And, that was in March. Ben Templesmith. What a cool dude. He's a guy that you can talk about comics, you can talk about economics, you can talk politics.
Talk about TZ falling asleep.
You can talk.
TZ was nodding off that night.
You can talk about, movies, whatever. Just an awesome dude.
It was such a shame that he couldn't make it on for the Kelly Jones.
Yeah. It was so close. I feel like we were like an hour away.
Yeah.
And
tough.
Another personal favorite was Chip Kidd. That was a guy that I've been wanting to talk to for a long time, and hopefully we'll get him back on the show also.
Yeah, we got to get him back on now that I think he's back in New York, so we we saved that.
But
what the fuck is going on here?
But the MVP is really going to be with Sean Murphy, obviously, because he has made time in his schedule for us, and that is very much appreciated, because he's a guy that he's very busy with his work, but he made time exclusively for us to come on the show, I think 3 times, and so thank you very much, Sean.
Murph dog.
Rob, did you go?
Yeah, it's definitely Sean. The amount of time that he's given us, again, not
this
just
is
this
really
year,
biased,
but
which
the
is
previous
fine.
too. Yeah, he's just always there, and you can't discount that.
Tom?
That's why I had to throw in Snyder, bro. Our best friend there, Scott Snyder, because I had to balance it out. I knew everyone was going to go. I knew everyone was going to Sean Murphy. I mean, fucking Sean Murphy, bro. He brought Harley back to greatness. What else can you say? Anyways, moving along. We got Ryder taken care of. We're going covers of the year. If you don't say Lee Bermejo, you're a fucking communist.
Okay, we got Lee Bermejo because it's almost like.
That being said, covers of the year, Grumps.
Lee.
Absolutely. Teases.
Sean Gordon Murphy. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, consistently.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, now if I do a bump, I'll go to sleep for like 2 months. I'll be done.
No, it wakes you up, man. What are you talking
about? I was gonna say, if you go,
Jesus, you should be up at 3
Hey, yo, teaser. Hey, yo, teases. When you come out to the Chi-Town, I got you, buddy.
Whoa. Edit. Edit the last 60 seconds.
This shit's going live, bro.
People that I've tried it before.
Thomas Mean bangs.
That's not.
Yeah, no, I agree with Grumps. Consistently, his detective run for variants is definitely Lee Bermejo. So,
Oh my boys.
oh my,
Dunk.
oh
Man, how can you not go Lee Bermejo? Like, he's crushing it with the
Right.
detective. Like, it's like I don't get the regular cover anymore. I'm like, I'm going to be cover because
Just throw that shit back on the rack. I feel you, man. Fucking kick the
don't
rack
give me that
over.
shit. Don't fucking disrespect me.
What are you, Tom?
Man.
Yeah, Tom. Tom's going.
We're going covers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
Death to everyone who doesn't say Lee Bermejo.
Yeah. Swear,
That's what it is. It has to be Lee. He's been doing them all year.
Yeah. Lee's also a guy who's been good to us. He
for sure.
Got to hit him up. He'll come on.
That's actually already set up.
And it's crazy because at one point I remember years ago we were like, damn, like Lee Bermejo and Sean Murphy. It's like those are the guys to get on. How the fuck we gonna get? And then next thing you know, it's like they just vibe with us so well, you know. But you know, we were there with Lee when the whole bat dick thing was going on with Damn and all that shit.
Well, with Lee, it was like worst case scenario. We all thought was that last page with the cross, right?
Oh yeah, the what was it? Issue 3, maybe?
No, issue 1.
Issue 1
had the cross at the end.
Yeah.
I thought that was the worst page, and then everyone lost their mind with the penis, and I'm like, really? A penis is a fucking bad idea? You guys suck.
I know. I mean, you remember when they had just the art only preview book that came out that hit shops? My shop owner let me look through it, and I flipped through it because I already knew I was going to buy it, but it was kind of cool to see the art with no words, the virgin pages, and I flipped through it and I was like, wow, that's amazing. He's like, did you see it? And I was like, what? The twigs and berries.
The fucking bat dick, bro.
I was like, no, what? Where? He goes, you didn't see it, and he pointed out the page, and I was like, oh, so it's art,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can sell this book. I don't know if I can sell this book. I was just like, oh my god, whatever.
Yeah, that's just the funniest part about it, because I remember my comic shop did the same thing. And I didn't realize it. I didn't see a dick. I was like, oh, whatever. And then it was like, oh, did you see it? And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, oh, this page. And I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, there's veins. There's a dick. All right. Cool. What about the last page, though? Because I was raised Roman Catholic. The last page was like, yo, that shit hit some people.
The crazy.
Like, oh, the dick was the biggest problem. I'm like, you guys have
and that's what he thought was going to stir the most controversy.
That's
crazy.
Page.
Now, okay, and the question is not, who is the cover artist of the year, but which of the covers is the cover of the year? Because every one of Bermejo's Detective Comics covers, I mean, you gotta get. I mean, and the one that I gravitate the most to is Detective Comics 1029, where he's like scaling up the wall, kind of like how Adam West used to do.
Yeah,
I love that one. I love that one.
I mean, it's Charles. Do you have anyone else? I doubt it. Cover of the year.
He I think he's going to vote Olivier Coipel.
No, I told early on the show that my favorite cover of the year was the Lee like the torso.
Yeah, I think it's like
1027 or some shit or 10 something. Yeah, Detective. Lee was just smacking. Yeah, it was just that was his thing this year. He just killed it. So
Exactly. All right.
really couldn't touch him. Consistency.
I also wanted to add real quick too, as honorable mention. Not anywhere close to what Lee was doing, but I really liked Doug Mankey's earlier death metal covers.
Dougie Doo.
Yeah, what he did was really the detail and the art is just really so stylized, but he really just shows his best work. And on obviously he did like a Batman with the guitar, but also I think he did the Wonder Woman with the chainsaw. Like that's
so
something
dope.
that no one else has done this year. And there's a big Fig release coming in the next wave from McFarlane based on that too. So that was really some great work that I don't think he gets enough credit for, to be honest.
I want to give honorable mention too, as well, to Alex Ross for the Daredevil Timeless cover.
Oh yeah, that was a nice one.
His Timeless, he did like Spider-Man and Captain America and Hulk and Thor and all that. His Timeless covers, I mean,
Alex Ross went in on covers this year.
Amazing.
Yeah, with headshots. Unfair.
And those all came out really close together. Like they were coming out like 5-6 per week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't fucking around.
Well, then even I mean, of course, Artem did a bunch of covers, and he's always a classic. Or how about Jenny Frison? She did a lot of the she used to do a lot of the Wonder Woman. Now she's on Catwoman. I mean, that's all pencils, and I, of course,
Oh fuck yeah!
I pick Libra Mayhew, but fuck, I mean, her covers are really fucking badass too.
Fuck yeah, Trunks.
I'm about 6 Stellas in, and that's a Jameson. So.
Fuck yeah, boy.
Cheers, boy.
Laying that knowledge down.
No wiki needed.
So Tom, are we up to the main event?
We are. We did covers of the year. Gramps and Grumps, real quick. I think you guys mentioned that your figure of the year was. Was it? What was your figure of the year on Grumps and Gramps?
Well, we had several because we had about noms for about 3 each.
Well, listen, because this has been a fig year, man.
Yeah, heavy figure.
Fuck, Grumps was doing triple doubles every week, man.
Fuck, he was possibly good. Right.
Grumps says that the Mezco John Wick is fig of the year.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Not even close.
That is blasphemy. You're a blasphemer.
I got you. That's fake news.
That is fake
news.
Well,
listen,
I
feel
like my vote was a little skewed because some of my figs were still.
Oh, you didn't get
they
the
hadn't arrived yet.
All right.
I've been waiting. I finally had to wait 17 months to get one fig, and it's because I'm doing some holiday traveling. I've got to wait another week and a half to get it.
So why don't we name some of the figs that dropped this year before we decide what fig of the year is?
Guys, I mean, let me.
So like, one of the big.
I think the biggest.
No.
The biggest
shit! Yeah, that's right. Let's start.
Yeah,
that's a nice fig.
I think the one that
let me do my top 3. So let me just do my top 3. And I'll let. If I could say top 3, it would be the Shadow Supreme Mezco, Shadow Supreme Knight Batman.
Why does chest emblem look like a New York City sewer plate? Silver.
So yeah, that one. Backwards Times doesn't like Mezco.
Disclaimer.
He just likes
Azrael. They make their own shit. That's all. But if you like it, that's cool. It's just.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just. That's one thing I discovered this year. I mean, I guess to kind of piggyback off what Robin was saying earlier, like in reference to toys, though, it's just toys. Like if you like it,
Yeah, if you like how it looks, then it's good for
yeah,
you.
just enjoy it. So that one, then, and not in any order. The Azrael from McFarlane Toys, uh, based off again Sean Gordon Murphy, White Knight Part 2. That Azrael is
With the
an
red one?
amazing figure. And
the red, right?
the red, yeah, no, the Azrael one, the red one, the red
Why?
and
What's the
orange
other
one.
one? Isn't it Azrael as well? The black suit?
Yeah, there's him in the
Yeah,
in
but
the bat suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's Batman at that point. He's not Azrael or whatever. And then out of like for our purposes, out of left field, but for
For the culture.
for the culture, yeah, the G.I. Joe Cobra Trooper.
Oh shit, yeah.
Just hard to find and deservedly so, like one of the best figures of the year. So that would be my top 3.
Then there's a lot to talk
In
about.
no order,
Now Tom held up the Batman White Knight Batman figure by McFarlane, which, like I always said, for $15-$20 is insane because it's a brand new fucking comic accurate sculpt.
How does he do it?
How does he do it? And they're not just rehashing, like, who is it, Mattel or Hasbro that just rehashes the same old.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was wanting to talk about in the future. We'll probably address it on Grumps and Gramps. Like the Hasbro has been reusing the same molds for.
Yeah.
They have like 3 go-to male molds that they go to for like at least 6 years now. And McFarlane is on January 1st. It'll be a year, and they're just now starting to reuse molds.
They've put out
terms
40
of not reusing, but just repainting.
Yeah.
49 figs in 1 year.
Fucking hell.
Or
and they're good
maybe
looking.
a little bit over a year, and I don't know if they've reused the same body twice.
They haven't. No, not on a different fig. They've done the gold, but it'll be a gold Joker. It's not like they're using different parts.
Some of these fig herbs are hating on the McFarlane shit. One of the gripes is articulation, but I'm seeing some poses and some shots with these figs that are like I showed you guys today with the Batman Who Laughs. And I'm like, it's not that. I mean, when you really factor in the price point, I think the articulation is decent. I mean, there's toe articulation. Yeah, like with the Murder Machine, the toe articulation, man. How you gonna give a fig?
They don't have toe articulation, but the only thing that's missing is the thigh cut.
Yeah.
And I can't say.
My thigh doesn't
would
have
I like
cut.
it? Yes, but it's not that. I don't think it's a big deal.
Maybe it looks better as a fig, even though there's less articulation. Because with a die cut, it's pretty obvious that it's a toy, right? Like, it's like, well, I mean.
I guess Todd doesn't like to break up the lines or the art or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard, but.
Yeah.
I mean, still, you're getting double jointed elbows, knees. I mean.
Yeah, it's much better than, like, his Spawn figures towards the end of their run, based on Greg Capullo's art, were the best looking figures, like, probably ever. But there was, like, no articulation. With these, we're at least some articulation.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think it's just haters, because, like, I'm very happy with, and I don't even have all of them in hand. TZ has like a crate for me coming in and shit. But that's like the Thomas Wayne, the Grim Knight, the Devastator, some Robins. I'm really curious to see what these. Oh, look, Gramps got that Hellbat right there.
That's
yes, that's what we talked about on
another one.
That's what we talked about on Grumps and Gramps, and we pretty much stuck with the 1/12 size. That's what we all collect for the most part. But McFarlane has been killing it. And this Hellbat is just amazing.
It really is. And with the wingspan, and I really wanted that fig for a long time, because I remember that's from the Batman and Robin run by Gleason and Tomasi. And when he put the Hellbat suit on, he was kicking Darkseid's ass. So it goes Darkseid beats Galactus and Batman beats Darkseid. So we're fucking done. I need that fix.
And
McFarlane knows that we want the Mobius chair Batman because that kid that Grumps talked to that works with McFarlane said he already knows and they've been trying to get that done. So I'm hoping that happens. The Mobius chairs.
And we didn't have this guy in when we did the review, but the Thomas Wayne Batman.
Yeah, what do you think of the Thomas Wayne Batman by McFarlane Toys?
I'm gonna put in a thigh swivel, but man, it's awesome.
Fuck.
So did anyone get the Merciless Build-A-Fig? Because that shit is beautiful.
I'm working on it, man. I gotta finish that. I know TZ hasn't done, but he hasn't built it yet because he's just TZ likes to let them figs sit in for a few.
Let them marinate.
Now that the Christmas break is here, I'm definitely gonna build them.
Oh,
that's a good one, the Merciless.
You gonna get Jess to help you, boy?
Nah, Cookie Kid for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Like that.
Were you saying on the show that one of you guys did a different head sculpt with the Merciless?
Yeah.
No,
like Old Man Hawkeye, right?
Oh,
yeah,
because that Old Man Hawkeye is by Hasbro is.
On a side note, what is your guys' favorite Dark Knight figure?
Oh shit!
Oh, that's sick.
You put him on Punisher?
Hold on.
Oh shit!
You put him on Punisher?
Yeah, I did.
That looks fucking dope.
Oh,
that's a great head sculpt.
Yeah, I have to grab him because he looks good. He could definitely fit into the Merciless. He looks just like Jason Fabek's Prime 1 Merciless that they did.
And the Merciless is the biggest fig, right? Obviously, right? Like out of the Dark Knights.
The tallest, but I guess the Devastator is the
chunkiest,
heaviest, chunkiest.
Devastator is great.
Which is Devastator is another great one. Those metal figs, they're all great.
Fuck. All we need is the Drowned, right?
All we need is the Drowned, man. Oh man, I got her pre-ordered.
Drowned is coming. What I think in March, maybe March.
What I wanted to ask is, the Batman fig you got to buy it to build the Merciless. What is it, the Rebirth fig or the
No, the metal, the Robin.
Metal. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like the regular Batman. He has like the yellow outline on the chest emblem.
Yeah, he was from the first cover of Metal.
Yeah. How is that fig? How does that fig look?
It's nice. Yeah, it's cool. It just has that, this I guess stylized cape. So it's kind of,
Yeah, it's Capullo's Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's he has some battle damage on his thighs. I think it's
worth keeping because we got to get him for the Merciless build a fig. Yeah. So let's get him.
I mean, that's a good place to end as any. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
Batman's of the year.
2020, go fuck yourself.
Damn.
Those are our picks for the top books, writers, artists, arcs, all that shit.
And now it's time for Tom to go Betty Buys.
Yeah.
I need to hydrate. Bad.
Pedialyte.
Yep. All right, boys. Anything else?
Well, I just want to wish all you guys Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and hope you get to spend all that time with your family and be safe.
There it is.
Yeah, be safe out there.
Stay healthy.
Wear a mask.
Please wear your mask.
Wear a mask. Drink that Grumpalite Pedialyte. Fucking.
Get out while you can.
Don't go caroling at Kirk Cameron's house.
That asshole.
2020, everybody.